All right, hey, let's get closer. It's Dino, DigitSpin Crypto. Glad you made it today. I don't even know what today is. I'm assuming it's Wednesday. Don't ask me why I'm assuming that, but I know one of my managers doesn't show up on Wednesday. They weren't here today, so I'm assuming it's Wednesday. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Obviously, I am not a financial advisor, just some guy on YouTube with a funny haircut and just a common guy. So, telling you about his stuff. So don't take it as financial advice, just as information to make you smarter so you can make your own better decisions. Now, first thing I'd like to do is tell you, obviously we have our Telegram channel. You click on the link down below in the comments and that'll get you to a super secret private clubhouse for DigitSpin Crypto, and news and information gets posted there along with interacting with other folks from DigitSpin. Now, want to say congratulations to, now I called them Doochies yesterday, but he actually informed me that it's Doc Ox is how it's pronounced. So congratulations to Doc Ox for his big win of 50 Webdollars yesterday. So it's pretty exciting to give this stuff away, and I'm glad you guys appreciate it. Each and every one of you have sent me a thank you, and it's nice to know it's appreciated. So good luck with that. Buy yourself an ice cream cone when it becomes worth some money. If you hold on to it longer, who knows? Okay. Now, as you know, we also have closed caption we've added, so you can have multiple languages. We have Hindi, Russian, Chinese, Spanish, and of course you can translate it into anything else. We try to make it as accurate as possible. I have no idea if the translations are effective or not, but it's better than nothing and gets you included to DigitSpin Crypto. So this is a good thing. All right, we're gonna make my head a little smaller here and say hello to Mr. Bean. Hello, hey Mr. Bean. All right, and see who's out there. So, oh my gosh, we got lots of people. We got the Pulse. They've always real kind to me. They God bless you, my friend. I appreciate that. The Pulse, you guys, you keep blessing me each and every day. Hopefully I'll be in good shape when when the time is needed. Hey, I love it. Thank you very much, and it's appreciated. We got Dijon out there. Good to see you as usual. Paul's out there, Andy's out there. Paul's saying hello, Mr. Bean, and hello. Yeah, see, Mr. Bean appreciates you. Welcome him in. Now, Mr. Bean's my unofficial guest host. He shows up every once in a while, and we love Mr. Bean, so it's good stuff. Let's see what else we got going on there. We got Anley Bradley, we got Michael, Chris Knight, and we have a whole bunch of others watching. So feel free, if you're watching, put in a comment, say hello to everybody, and if you have interesting things to say while we're talking throughout the day, or a question, put it in and I'll see what I can do to answer that question for you. I don't have all the answers, but I'll give you my best opinion, so we'll go at that. Alright, so let's get the general housekeeping out of the way. We'll bring up, let's see here, our random number picker. Now, those of you that show up at the channel every day, they know what this is. And we give away Electroneum and Webdollars each and every weekday, as long as I'm available to do the show. So far, so good. Now, we'll use the random number generator to pick a number between 1 and 100. If it's less than 50, it's 50. Or if it's greater than 50, that's how many Webdollars or Electroneum you will win at the end of the show tonight. So let's hit it. 3, 2, 1. The answer is 13. 13 becomes 50. So 50 Electroneum or Webdollars for today. is going to be the big win at the end of the show. So this is all good stuff. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. And we'll bring this up over here. Okay. Yeah, I got this. See, I don't know if you guys can see this. I got this pad. Oh, let me see if I can lift it up here. I got this pad, and I keep it on a stand, see? And with this pad, I'm able to see. It has wheels and stuff on it. It's pretty clever, and it lets me connect to the chat server, and so I can see all of the chats and push the little buttons, and that's what brings it up over here, so I can control what actually goes out onto the screen. Yeah, it's neat. I had it laying around in the shop, so I figured, I could use that. I'm gonna take that, guys. I'm borrowing this. I'm taking it upstairs to the studio. All right. So let's get to some more of the general housekeeping. Bitcoin again, staying steady at that 77. Like I said, I'm expecting it to fall a little bit. But, you know, it's still holding on. I didn't think it would be up that high. We've talked about this already. And it was down today, but it's starting to get a rebound. Let's take a quick look. You can see where it did a dump. Let me get my head out of the way. It did a dump. So most of the day, it stayed down pretty low. We're starting to see not a jump like over here. That, you know, is going to come back down. And if it goes up, it's going to come down. Or vice versa. But this is a nice steady incline, so hey, good news. I'll take it when I can. It's good stuff. You know, hey, that's why we all can make a few dollars on it. So let's take it. But like I said, I expect the month to be a tough one until more activity starts to happen in September and more of the hype comes up and people start hoarding Bitcoin. Let's take, you know, we haven't taken a look at is the, let's see if it's here. Tools, that's not what I'm looking for. Global charts. Okay, in here I'm looking for the dominance. I've told you guys to keep an eye on this, and I haven't even looked at it in days. Let's see what we got. So, you know, our dominance, I gotta move my head away. Our dominance is still Bitcoin gaining. And that, again, doesn't hold well for all of the altcoins. They'll tend to be heading in a downward trend. You know, I saw Elastos today at like 18 or 13 or $18. That's going to be an expensive coin one day, Elastos. But, yeah, good price. Good price. I had to snag some of those, but they have them on KuCoin. Take a look if you're out there on KuCoin and look into the project for yourself. Worth your time. All right, so with this in mind, you're going to be seeing the altcoins starting to come down, and you know, you can see for the most part that they are. So most of the prices on these things are kind of squashed down until we start seeing Bitcoin come back down and money flowing back into the altcoins. Having said that, our buddy Electroneum has bucked the trend. Yay! This is what I'm talking about. This is when you have that plateau. Instead of going like this back and forth with Bitcoin, every once in a while you hit a plateau. Good news, it brings it up, and then it plateaus. You get some good news, it brings it up. So the good news here is that we're not taking a beating as bad as everybody else is, and we're actually in the upward trend. So good thing for that. And this obviously between all of the exchanges, all the good news, the Electroneum program, the ETN 242, I think is starting to make a dent in the crypto community, getting out the good word, getting out some good news to everybody, explaining what the coin is instead of listening to some knucklehead on another channel who doesn't know what he's talking about, just calling it nonsense. So congratulations to the Electroneum. They did a great job with that program. And we're going to talk more about that program, the ETN 242 program. All right. Now, let's take a quick look at some more quick housekeeping. We're going to look at the Monero ASIC mining for Electroneum just to see what we got. I don't look at this all day, so this is just as new to me as it is to you, hopefully. And we're still at 780 coins. I think yesterday we were at 711. We're heading back up. Let's take a quick look here at the hash rate. So remember, you can see the hash rate over here started to drop, and that rewarded me with more coins. That's 781 way up at the top. So there's an extra 70 coins today on my experimental ASIC that I keep in a secured location under lock and key, which is called my office. So it's a good thing to have. Don't forget, get your ASIC if you can afford it. You know, it reminds me of that game I used to play. I used to play that game. What was it? Age of Empires. And you have these little characters, and you can make people, and you can send them out to go chop some wood or dig up some gold or whatever, and then you get all these resources together, and then you can turn them into buildings, or you can turn them into soldiers to protect the place. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. You all played that. Anyway, needless to say, you know, you can go out and you can buy the coins and spend $2,000 and have a stack of coins, or you get, and then, you know, those are the coins that you have, and you have to trade them back and forth to be able to have those coins grow. And some people are good at that. Some people have the time to do that. I don't have the time for that. I just barely have enough time to get everything together for this show and put something together, hopefully that's entertaining or at least captures your imagination. But by putting that same $2,000 into an ASIC miner, that miner will continue to collect resources, and eventually you end up with more in the long run than you do if you just put it in there the one time. So I'm hoping that my Age of Empires theory ends up working out well for me. We'll see how it turns out as we go along. All right, let's take a quick look at the chat and see what we got going on. We got Michael. Hey, we got Canada out there. We got my buddy Crypto NWO. And dude, it's great to see you. I have missed talking to you. I know we chat every once in a while on Telegram, and that interaction's awesome. Miss chatting with you face to face. You're a very intelligent guy with a lot of ideas. So good to see you out there. All right. And we got Sergeant of Marines and John Thompson also showed up. So this is all good. Let's see what Sergeant says. Sergeant's saying, hey, we're going to be rich one day if you got Electroneum. You know, well, that's the hope and the game plan, that through the benefit of Electroneum to others. You know, I don't look at it like, you know, I'm going to be, you know, collecting dollars and they're going to be raining from the sky. You know, I look at it like I was saying the other day. You know, if you make a good product and it enriches everybody who touches it and uses it, the benefit will be these. And this is how I run my manufacturing facility. We make a good product, and if the product is brought in at a right price and it makes the person smile, that's the benefit. And it'll happen if it's supposed to. So that's how I see it with Electroneum. It's going to definitely bring the environment to everybody. It's going to allow some velocity of the coins to be going around, and ultimately we will all benefit. We'll see how much that benefit will be. All right. And we got Jay Sullivan's out there. He's saying, hey, Dino, it's good to see you, Jay. Haven't had a chance to talk to you lately, but it's great to see you on the show. Okay. Now, hey, Dino, people should also leave a comment to qualify for your Electroneum giveaway, right? Not just their ETN address with no comment. Well, I'm not going to disallow an Electroneum entry because they didn't put it in their comment. But I will tell you, those that leave a comment, it's appreciated. I like a little interaction, and you know, sometimes you're putting it down, and a comment may not be able to bang around in your brain. So I'm not going to disqualify anybody, but comments are always appreciated, and as long as you don't make fun of my hat or my haircut. See, you guys can take a look at that. See, a lot of guys, they think, hey, Dino, keep the hat on there because you look like you're out of Breaking Bad, you know, and so yeah, you get that. And the hat's more stylish. Okay. Jay Sullivan likes when it rains with the dollars, and very good, very good. Rain Williams, nice to see you out there. Hey, so let's keep going with the show. Now we hit a lot of the general news and the cleanup, but under the general news, you know, there was a coin that I also mined. It was many months ago when it first came out. It was called Raven Coin, and Raven Coin was set up. It's actually a clone of Bitcoin. And the concept behind it was to have asset management control, meaning you could open up a company and put your, quote, stock into this company. So I could, or you, let's start with that. And you could offer ICOs that actually were for a security. So in other words, if a company, similar to Polymath, if a company wanted to raise capital, they would file with the Securities Commission to be a security, put their company on Raven Coin, issue 10 million coins, 100 million coins, and then offer to sell them, raise that capital. But it's literally now a security, and the Raven Coin would allow you to pay dividends. So if the numbers came in for the end of the year and we made $100 million, every coin would receive $1 as a dividend. And obviously, if the company grows, the coin would be worth more in value, just like a stock. It would be the exact same thing, except with Raven Coin, the stocks or the coins would be able to be sold and bought 24 hours a day, 356 days a week. Additionally, it allowed for stock voting and other things. But you could also open up a class of games, and you can have a game name and then have different classes of weapons and armor, and be able to interact with video games and control that information, and also allowing people to have voting rights. It was a kind of cool project. It's they've been doing a lot with it. We'll see if it goes anywhere. There's a lot of competition. Like I said, Polymath gets all of the gusto and people talking about it, and have left Raven Coin in the back. This is the guy from what's that website, Closeout or whatever it is. I forget. Anyway, so anyway, Raven Coin, they they did a lot of cool stuff. And I haven't mined it in a while, and when I first got into it, there was no place to even sell it. It was all over the counter, and then people were making deals in the Telegram and all this other stuff. And a decentralized exchange called Crypto Bridge started off trading the coin, and that worked really well and allowed for a secured environment to change it. And I was taking a look, and I got a notification today from Cryptopia that they added Raven Coin. So I thought that was kind of neat, and I was kind of shocked and surprised when I went out there. They're now on QBTC, Trade Ogre, Nanex, Crypto Hub, and now Cryptopia. So the coin is making some progress. I'm glad I squirreled away what I mined, and maybe one day I'll mine some more of them, and we'll see where it turns out. Speculative coins, I hold on to them, and we'll see what happens to them in a couple of years. Maybe I'll be able to buy a new bicycle or something. We'll see how it turns out. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, let's get rid of that. I'll toss that in the trash. So let's take a quick look at the chat before I go to the next section. All right, so we got Jacob out there. He's saying, "Hey, Dino, it's good to see you. I'm glad you made it out also." Greg T is saying Bitcoin is climbing a bit. Yeah, we took a look at that in the beginning of the show. You know, where it took a nosedive throughout most of the day and starting to climb back up. I'm pretty surprised about that. Yeah, I thought it would go back down to that $6,800 range, but you know, hey, this is good. It's good if it finds a new bottom and stays at that, it can then take off and launch from there, the next event. Okay, so let's see here. Smoked wants to know what website is that behind you. This is actually Twitter, and if you go out to Twitter and you look up Cryptopia Exchange or Ravencoin, you will find this particular tweet from Cryptopia about Ravencoin. So let's take a look here. The music lover says, "Hey Dino, always enjoyed to listen to you, mate. No problem. Gotta get me a Vegemite sandwich." Hey, did you get? I see that you got, you know, music lover won the 50 coins the other day, and for some reason his coins didn't make it to him. I'm not sure what happened. You know, by the time I get the transfer, it's usually sometimes 1:30, 2 o'clock at night. And for all I know, I could have sent it to another viewer, or who knows, but or the transaction said it went through. But needless to say, he let me know. So I sent him some more, plus a little extra for his troubles, to make sure that he got his coins. And this time he confirmed that he got his coins. So I'm glad to see that those showed up for you. All right. So John Thompson, he's talking about, hey, did Electroneum list on Coinbene, or is that tomorrow? Now, I understood it because I got the Twitter receipt, and it was about 24 hours ago. It was just after the show. At the end of the show, I received the tweet. I think it was about 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that tells me, hopefully, that we should see Coinbene, and maybe we'll even check it out. Let's see if Coinbene comes up here. Let's go to the exchange. And let's go to Bitcoin. Let's see, ETN. No, it's still not showing up there. I'm expecting it, you know, by midnight, but you know, it could take till tomorrow. You know, 24 hours could be a little bit longer than 24 hours, but I'm expecting it really, you know, probably by the time I sign off, it'll probably be live, or tomorrow morning when you wake up, it'll be live, or at least for us here in the Americas, since it's reasonably, you know, late. It's what, 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the moment. So hold your hats. It's coming. It's coming. All right. So what I wanted to talk about next is, wait a minute. Wow, we got a new breaking news intro. Apparently, what? Okay, all right. I've been told that there has been found another golden ticket. Somebody's been chosen. Let's get the details right here on DigitSpin Crypto. Yay! Okay, what's going on, Mr. Bean? ETN winner. So he's telling me there's an ETN winner, number 3 from the spot pick. Let's see who it is. From what I understand, how do I get rid of that? Get everybody signing up. Oh my gosh! All right, Celine, she's won. Let's turn the audio off here, music off. Push that button. Celine won spot number 3 in the spot award. So congratulations to her. Make sure everybody, you know, go out to her video, give her a thumbs up, give her some words of encouragement, And let's take a look at what Celine came up with.
Presenting 7 reasons I believe in Electroneum. Number 1. Ease of access. Electroneum has to be the easiest cryptocurrency to access, own, and use. Simply download the app for your smart device and start passively mining and using Electroneum today, for free. Number 2. Rapid adoption. Just 7 months past launch, Electroneum reached the huge milestone of 2 million users, making it the fastest growing cryptocurrency to date. A faster user adoption rate than even Facebook or Twitter is indicative of Electroneum's potential for explosive growth in the future. Number 3. Built for mass adoption. Recent updates to the blockchain means Electroneum can now handle high numbers of transactions and are prepared to accommodate their first 20 million users. Number 4. Multiple partnership deals. The Electroneum team have made partnership deals with multiple tech companies, which will help to promote Electroneum to wider and wider markets. Number 5. Instant payment system. Electroneum has a patent pending on their very own instant payment system for cryptocurrencies, a first of its kind. This new technology will allow Electroneum and other cryptocurrencies to be accepted by vendors instantly, meaning anyone with a smartphone can be a vendor with an instant payment system. Now that's pretty cool. Number 6. Empowering the unbanked. Electroneum's foremost goal is to bring a digital banking and payment solution to those without one. The potential Electroneum has to empower individuals and spark growth in undeveloped economies is pretty incredible. And finally, number 7. Committed team. Behind Electroneum is a powerful team led by CEO Richard Ells and Chris Gorman OBE, working within a legal framework and constantly keeping their user base up to date. The team are committed to bringing the Electroneum project to its highest potential, the potential to make a massive impact on our world.
All right. Let's congratulate Celine. Let's thank her for such a wonderful job putting together something pretty awesome. Obviously, the Electroneum team thought it was really good also. Stop that. All right, let's go back. And they obviously thought it was pretty awesome also. And, you know, you can't beat it. Give her some love. Tell her you loved the video if you did. And at least put a comment in there. Give everybody some encouragement. Congratulations to you, Celine. And don't spend it all in one place. Okay. Now, let's take a quick look before we go off to my next goodie here. All right. Oh my God, you guys putting all sorts of stuff here. So RJ saying, hey, whenever the Electroneum team starts mass marketing, Electroneum team and the community needs to come up with a challenge, something that can go viral. So yeah, you know, Richard made it really clear that they're going to be providing more interactive events, things that get the community involved. I don't think that this is going to be the last of it, but we'll see how things go and what they come up with. But keep it in your mind that there's no doubt that there's going to be more goodies coming down the road at some point. So Jay Sullivan's asking me. He goes, hey, Dino, besides Electroneum, what other coins do you mine? I've mined all sorts of goodies. I like the Raven coin that I mined. I did Loki. I got Webdollars. Got Electroneum. Obviously, I mined with Nice Hash to secure some Bitcoins. What else have I put in there? I've done a little bit of BitTube. And I'll probably move some more equipment over to there. I don't have a whole... This is a hobby for me. I'm not a farm or anything like that. You know, I have a few rigs, and so I kind of move them around. If I see something new, I'll throw the rigs on there and see if I can scoop up as many as possible in a couple of weeks and see what happens, and then squirrel them away for the winter and see what happens to them. But I'll get more information to you on those as we go along, and maybe introduce you to some of those as we go along. Okay, so John Thompson, he was asking about the ASIC miner. So regarding the ASIC miner, website. This is called Crypt Unit, CRYPT unit.com, and it's only, this particular website is only for Monero coin based coins. That sounded kind of repetitive. What was that, Dino? Explain that to me. Thanks. Yeah, I feel odd. It's for Monero based coins. So, such as Electroneum, Monero, Bytecoin, Simocoin, Masari, the BitTube. There's others down here. Let's see, Carbo, Graph, Darrow. Some of these I've never played with. TurtleCoin I've heard of. I don't mind most of these, but spending a little bit of time to find out what each one of them are about, and it's all good stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got here. All right, so Music Lover says that he's actually in New Zealand, where we eat Marmite. And yes, I received them. Thanks, Dino. So he's in New Zealand. All right, so hoping the chillier part of the northern hemisphere. Okay. Hey, everybody out there must know where that is. All the Lord of the Rings stuff was down out there. So, yeah. And of course, Christchurch is the capital or the major city out there, and they get all those earthquakes and stuff. Oh boy. All right. Greg T says he's out in New Zealand also, so I had no idea there was so many folks out there, but it makes sense because you're probably what time is it over there in New Zealand now? Let me take a guess. It's 10, so you're probably midnight where you guys are. Midnight, 1 o'clock maybe. It's probably midnight at best. Let me know in the chat. Okay. Yeah, Smoked obviously hit you up already. That's the Crypt Unit site. He wanted to know about the profitability site, and that again was only for Monero. All right, so we get Caden Bale. Nice to see you on the show. They're also in New Zealand. Had no idea. I'm gonna have to start looking at my algorithms to find out. Now, the majority of my viewers, obviously, United States, Canada. There's a chunk of people out in California that view the show. Believe it or not, I get a decent amount of folks from India, some from Australia. I didn't notice New Zealand. It was still that light pale blue, so I'll have to check that. Maybe there's more than I thought. Or maybe you guys are just the ones that are actually interested, and there's only actually 10 of you. And all 10 of you here at the show. And then, of course, the UK. The UK brings in a lot of viewers. So it's all good stuff. All right. Smoke wants to know what he thinks the special is going to be for Coinbene. I call it Coinbene, Coinbene, Coinbene. Coinbene, I think now everybody's calling it Coinbene. So, yeah, we'll find out what the special is. I can't even begin to tell you if it's going to be a trading, more trading, you'll get bonus backs, or I don't know, maybe you're going to win a new car! Hey! No. Who knows? But hopefully it's something, as they said, it's something special. So let's hope that's something special. All right. They didn't listen to NWO's video. Yeah, NWO, I mean, he's got that guy's quick. He talks really fast and everything, and but as I have, sometimes I gotta listen to him twice to catch up with him. But who knows? NWO always has some great ideas. It's all good stuff. Smoke says that you get a couple of some free chopsticks or forks and knives. You're gonna get a cutlery set apparently from Smoked. All right. So yeah, now Dejan, he's coming up with "Don't Forget Our Boss" on the first page of the Boss magazine, and that is exactly where I'm going next. If you watched DigitSpin Crypto, or on the Telegram, or on my Twitter, over 24 hours ago, I sent the alert for Boss magazine. You were probably one of the first people to find out about this particular magazine entry. He's actually on the cover of Boss Magazine and has an amazing article out there. And if you were part of the Telegram or the DigitSpin Twitter, you would have known this 27 hours ago. For those of you who aren't, get yourself logged in and take a look. Obviously, other folks have probably talked about it by now because it's a full 24-hour cycle before I get around back to it. It's good stuff. It's a good read. Make sure you get out there and take a look at it. You get the smiling Richard Ells out there, and they did a really nice write-up for Electroneum and allowing Electroneum to explain why there's a value here, how it can help reinvent the money supply and help those who are unbanked and in villages and what have you to be able to have some kind of a gig economy and be able to have some velocity of money, and why Electroneum is the answer. And let me tell you something, getting on this magazine, being on the cover, this is big. It's big. It's real big. I mean, it's like being, you know, on a corporate magazine cover, you know, in ink cover or something to that effect. A lot of visibility. Things are happening for Electroneum that are just going to be knocking the socks off of us left and right. And all those people that had nothing good to say, they're going to be eating their words. Eating them, I tell you. Eating your words. All right. Let's put our music back on. I always forget to put that back on after the show. Let's see if that comes back. All right. I dig that. So make sure you go see this. It's a good read. It's an important read. You can understand where, because if you invest in Electroneum, it's important for you to understand where it's going, what their thoughts are, understand it, and it'll make you feel better about where you have your investment and where things are going to go with Electroneum. You know, the people that make the big changes, everybody laughs at them. Oh, that ain't going to work. You know, when Facebook came out, the investors, he tried to get some investors. The investor says, nobody's going to use this. You know, it might work for college. You know, some college kids, they have nothing better to do but talk about themselves and putting pictures about themselves on a Facebook. And a lot of them turned them down because they thought it was ridiculous. They thought it was nonsense. Who's going to use that? That's a crummy idea. Yeah, look where it is now. And it's the same type of thing. And when you have folks who are on the Electroneum team who, I mean, these guys are driven. They're working constantly. And they know what they're doing. They know how to interact with writings and documentation and articles to be able to bring the news to the social media. And this is good stuff. And they haven't even started yet. This is all good stuff. And they haven't even started yet to actually put in the marketing program yet. This is stuff they're doing on the side. You watch. You're going to get your socks knocked right off your feet when they start marketing, and you're going to see Electroneum everywhere. You mark my words. All right. Enough of that. Right, Mr. Bean? Right. Let's take a look here. You guys are put so much stuff on there, I can't even keep up with it. All right. Yes, Cryptopia is based in New Zealand, and I've used Cryptopia. Obviously, it was one of the largest places to get my Electroneum, but it was all good stuff, and I did a few trades on Cryptopia. I have to admit, I like Cryptopia. They do a great job, and I'm thankful to them to have a place for Electroneum to get their stuff. I have moved on to other exchanges because that's where I have the majority of my $50 worth of crypto that I keep. So let's see what else we got here. All right, and that was Greg T telling us about Cryptopia based in New Zealand. All right. So music lovers saying 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Ah, jeez. Boy, am I off. What do I know? You get 2 p.m. in the afternoon in New Zealand. So you guys are literally 14 hours off from us. All right. What do I figure? Not as smart as I thought I was. All right. John Thompson says he's out in California. Yeah, there's a lot of folks that are out in California. I noticed that in the United States, California, it has my biggest viewership. So, you know, congratulations to California. It's all good. All right. Ex-Kiwi in Brisbane. So we got Riff Raff out there. That's a new viewer. It's great to see you. Good for chiming in. He thinks, now, an ex-Kiwi in Brisbane. I thought a Kiwi was Australian, but what do I know? So, it's good to see you on the channel, Riff Raff. All right. Let's see what we else we got. Yeah, it's 7 o'clock. Yeah, you guys are 3 hours behind me from Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Northeast Technologies. Hey, so these guys here, Northeast Technologies. They're also like Crypto NWO. They have a great channel, Northeast Technologies. You know, these guys you want to also visit. Take a look at the goodies that they have on their website. They have some mining information, and smart guys. It's worth your time. I showed their website or their YouTube channel a few days back, and take a look at that. But it's easy. Just go on YouTube, look up Northeast Technologies. Good stuff, worth your time. All right. We got all sorts of good things. All right, I'm gonna. Paul wants to know when ETN is going to be listed, from Mr. Bean. So yeah, who knows? Mr. Bean's he's over there having he was drinking my soda the other day. Okay, what I wanted to also talk about. Let's get rid of this. We're done with that page. Okay. Let's take a look at next. I do have a couple things, so I'm going to answer some more questions. I have a couple things about Webdollar I just wanted to bring up. Now, Webdollar, they have their airdrop going on. They started it a few days ago. I believe 3,600 are gone, so there's about 6,300 or 6,400 airdrops still left. So if you're interested in getting a free 100 Webdollars, you can see the link in my previous videos. I'll also include it in today's video, and you can snag yourself 100 Webdollars. Obviously, all you got to do is go to the website, the Webdollar.io, or click on the experimental link. It'll create a wallet. You don't have to do anything. It creates a wallet for you, starts mining, move your little slider, and you're off to the races, and you're earning Webdollars. So that's an important thing. Now, I did get a little tip. They were working on a new roadmap for Webdollar, and I was slipped a little graphic here from them. Things that are coming up. So obviously right now they're working on the pools, and from what I understand they're super close to finalizing the pools, so it'll probably move from experimental and put out there. So anybody can set up a pool without any hardware or anything. You can set up a pool and have people join your machine to start mining on the Webdollar. I got this little feedback. So the third quarter of this year, they're going to be working on an exchange listing. So obviously they're going to get themselves integrated into some of the exchanges. They're creating an API, because the problem with Webdollar is it's a Java-based product, and a lot of the exchanges don't know how to connect to a Java-based product. There are some that know how and do it. Some just don't want nothing to do with it. So they've created an API to be able to integrate so that they can make calls to the environment, and they'll be able to get it on an exchange. They are also, I believe, going to be creating a actual Webdollar exchange. Now, I don't have all the details. I've kind of like listened over somebody's shoulder to find out what's going on with it, but it looks like they may even have their own exchange where you'll be able to go, I guess, with Bitcoin or whatever, and buy and trade Webdollars. right through the actual coin itself at a particular location. I'm not sure how this is all going to work. It's just something that they were talking about, having their own exchange for it. And then in the fourth quarter, they're going to be really doing a marketing push to let people know about it, because then they'll have a product that they can really expand on. So just a little roadmap for the balance of the year regarding Webdollar. And let's take a look what else they sent me. Okay, so I'm going to bring up this graphic and we're going to talk about this real quick. Now, the one thing that I did like about Webdollar was not only that I was able to talk with the developer himself on Telegram and ask questions to both of the Alexanders. The Genesis split seemed pretty fair to me when they first created it. Obviously, they had 4.5% from the mainnet. They did a launch event. They had the future tech and future growth. You're looking at 10%. It was actually 9.9% is what they put into reserves to grow this community coin. There's no ICO. There's no company. It's just a bunch of guys that are working, and you can see them on Telegram. There's actually a Webdollar developer area, and there's probably 350 people in there. And then you can see them all talking and shooting digits at each other and figuring out problems, and it's kind of a real-time development concept. It's really neat. So they didn't hog up all the coins, and that kind of made me excited that they didn't hog up all the coins, and they leaving it 90% mineable. And right now, you know, I run this machine. Where do I have this here? I've been running this. Let me move out of the way here. I run this machine, and right here you can see this was over probably 24 hours since yesterday. I don't know if I emptied it or not, but you know, it looks like I made about 450 Webdollars in the last 24 to 48 hours by letting it run in the experimental pool, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not worth anything right now. Well, let me rephrase that. There is over-the-counter trading. It's worth it. I've seen it go from anywhere from a tenth of a penny to I've seen it as high as a half a penny, but most of the time it's in that tenth of a penny type of range for the most part. If you're buying it in big quantities, you know, I don't buy speculative coins. It's you know, not really where I'd like to be. I'm not going to put money into something I'm not sure. And if I was, I probably would do Webdollar. They've kind of proven themselves to me, but I'd like to see it get along a little bit more. But mining them, I'll mine the heck out of this all day. Absolutely, no doubt about it. So you know, these guys, let them do their thing. All right, so yeah, they had that a pretty awesome Genesis split. It seemed fair, it seemed equitable. I just wanted to bring this to you so you guys can see it also, and that's why I'm kind of believing in this particular project. I think they're going to take it. I think they're going to take it pretty far. So we'll see. Time will tell. But you know, like I said, it's speculative. But you know, your CPU's not doing anything anyway. So most of the time, especially if you're on a mining rig or something to that effect, open a browser, let it run. Okay. Obviously, let's take a quick look at the chat at the end. We'll do our pick, and I think we're close to that. Let me see if we got anything exciting. Michael's saying not anybody from here, but I do know that everyone bashes Cryptopia. I've never had a problem with them, and I traded Electroneum a lot with them. Yeah, you know, you hear funny acronyms for Cryptopia. And, you know, it kind of made me, I don't know, do I want to use this or not? But, yeah, I took a look at it. It was okay. You know, it wasn't as complicated or have all the extra bells and whistles as some of the bigger exchanges. But it did the job. And I had no trouble. I know that there's times where they had to stop the inputs and outputs. But for the most part, I was able to put some money in there. It showed up. I placed my orders and got a return for my Electroneum. And so, yeah, I would never put down Cryptopia, as they were supporting Electroneum, and they were probably the first or one of the first. So, you know, it's a decent exchange. It gets the job done. Now that they've got all the little bugs out, it seems to be working pretty well. I mean, you know, there are other exchanges that take longer and have wallet maintenance just the same. So, all right. Now, Music Lover says he trusts it more than KuCoin. Yeah, you know, KuCoin, I have never had a problem with KuCoin getting money in and trading. They charge, I think, like 50 Electroneum just to get your Electroneum back out, though. So there's a good chunk of change there that they ask for to get your funds out. So I found them more on the expensive side to be able to make a trade and to retrieve your funds out of KuCoin. Yep, John. Thanks, John. A little late to the party. John saying, yeah, plus 50 Electroneum to withdraw from KuCoin. Yeah, that's kind of a stickler to me too. I'm not happy with it, but you know, Mr. Bean thinks it's kind of weird. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Bean. Yeah. All right. Okay. You want to know me? He's saying that Electroneum team should team up with Square. Yeah, if you can build some relationships with those companies, it'll at least get you started and get your name out there and get you an immediate mass appeal. This is what's going to happen. You're going to have, you know, the PayPals and all of these payment systems that are currently in process or currently working, doing millions of transactions. And if they connect with somebody, it's going to immediately put them in the head of the game. And then having a way to get around that with connecting to the API directly, you can then just trade Electroneum so that you don't have to pay the 3% fees that these companies are going to charge. I think it's going to start off that way, and you're going to see a lot of good stuff, and then it's going to end up more in the Electroneum fashion, where you can add the API for Electroneum directly, because you're not going to, you know, we sell a lot of stuff, and when we sell it, sometimes it's large stuff. I'll have Bergdorf Goodman's call me, and they want to do a bunch of window displays, and we'll make them, and they want to put it on their American Express or whatever. You know, I can end up paying thousands of dollars in fees every month, and it's a lot of money I lose. I can't even begin to tell you. I probably lose $40,000 a year just giving it to the credit card fees. It's shocking. It's a ton of money. It pisses me off. All right. So Smoke says that he has an idea for me to for the show that would go viral. Yeah, feel free. You can drop it in there. You can send it to me via Telegram. The at DigitSpin Crypto. I think it's just DigitSpin, at DigitSpin, and you can send a private message out there, and that would work out well. Okay, let's get to the winnings for today. So we did the picker in the beginning, the random number picker. It came out to like 24, so that immediately made it 50 coins today of your choice, Electroneum or Webdollar. I've already put in the YouTube video for today, and we're gonna go take a look and fetch. If you guys want, I can go out there and get the last minute guys. I feel bad if I don't do that. Let's bring this up real quick. And what I'm gonna do is go behind the scenes. I'm gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna go into my access area, and I'm going to go to the control panel. I'm going to then look at the comments, which I'll let you guys see what's going on here. I look at the comments. What I'm doing is I'm looking for spam or anything that got held. Nothing got held, no problem. I just wanted to take those few extra seconds for those that may have put their address while the show was running. I always clear it before the show. And all right, so we got the video in there. Let's fetch. So we have 18 comments today that are valid. and we're gonna pick a winner. So you guys ready? Let's do this. And that can't be right. Wow. So ciumpalacull, they won again. It's shocking. They won, I think, a couple of days ago, and I think it was 2 days ago, and he had won 50. I know it's a new entry because this time he says, "I hope I hit 100." So congratulations to you, ciumpalacull. You have won 50 Webdollars because you put the Webdollar address in right here, and that's a great win. That's 2 for you. You're the only guy that's won twice, so congratulations to you. It's all good. I'll get that out to you after the show, and we'll have a lot of fun. Now, I'd like to thank everybody. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate it. It allows me to do more of this good stuff. I am working on some standalone videos. I'll get those out as I make them. I know some of you guys like to have that mix, and you kind of like the standalone videos too. So, hey, appreciate you all. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will see you again tomorrow, as long as the sun is shining.